Guys, and it's the time for another reaction review video. We got some We Destroyed a Family, Punks vs. Parent 1982. It's always fun to fucking watch these videos. It's always fun to watch it. And I pre-liked it because in good faith, because We Destroyed a Family, that's all obviously a reference to fear. But, you know, it's always funny to listen to parents blame the music for what's wrong with their children or what's wrong with their family instead of looking at the real problems. It's just easier to blame it, you know. Better than to take responsibility and figure out, you know, why is my son and daughter hurting so bad? Why are they doing this? Why have they went to this as a form of expression, you know? Why don't they go to me anymore? Maybe it's because you're a square who is incapable of understanding how your children feel, but we're gonna go into what's really destroying the family. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or no. What are they for? Scrotum breath. Take that, leaving.
Lee, where are you?
He's gone.
Lee, come on. Check, test, check. Kill your mother and father. Establish the new order.
That is great audio quality.
You must not defer. Weakness is disease. Survival is superiority.
Survival superiority.
Let's see. Steal the money from your mother, buy a gun. We destroy the family. Kill your mother and father. We destroy the family. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Welcome to a concert in the San Fernando Valley.
There goes the copyright strike.
If all this seems a little bizarre and frightening to you,
It does. I'm so scared. I'm so terrified. Oh my goodness.
you're not alone.
Good.
Mostly middle-class suburban kids out having a good time on a Thursday night and receive.
What the fuck? Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on in this clip, but these are some of the squarest looking punks I've ever seen.
If all this seems a little bizarre and frightening to you, you're not alone.
Yeah, it actually does genuinely scare me at this point, because look what the fuck they're wearing. Not the band. Ugh.
If all this seems a little bizarre and frightening to you,
Yeah, we can go ahead and destroy their families. Teaching your kids to dress like that? What the fuck kind of parents are you anyway?
you're not alone. These are mostly middle-class suburban kids.
That explains
having a
it.
good time on a Thursday night in Reseda.
He just got his head knocked out.
The culture they've embraced is causing problems that go beyond the usual generation gap. The kids are mostly male, usually
Motherfucker
very young,
just got choked
some are
out.
in their early teens. A lot of parents think these kids are just plain out of control. For those parents and their kids, this is not just another.
Man, parents. Okay, yeah, they're. Where do I begin on this? Psychologist Anarka Akaza's on the scene here, boys and girls. Yeah, if you parents must have really fucked up somewhere. That's all I gotta say. Your kids dressing like that or heading to a fear show, you must have really fucked up somewhere.
The foolish teenage fad. It's a daily crisis. This is a story about parents
Daily
and
crisis.
and families in trouble.
They're filming your ugly mugs here tonight.
I love how leaving just like fuck you.
Shown on television. Get the up.
Beef bologna, bitches. My wife loves not beef bologna.
This is not a full-scale riot. There are rules in all this bedlam, and the rules are being enforced. Yes, there is spitting and slam dancing and backflips into the crowd.
No.
No.
There is no spitting. Do not fucking spit. That's hepatitis. I know I sound like Fat Mike right now being a germaphobe, but I fucking hate that shit. Spitting is absolutely disgusting. So Beat the living shit out of each other, bloody each other up, that's fucking fine, but do not motherfucking spit. Ugh. Puking too. Don't puke on people.
Are not common. The kids say it's just controlled aggression, and maybe it is, but it's guaranteed to scare any parent who sees it.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have fucked up somewhere along the line and your kid wouldn't be at a fear show where they're screaming, "We destroyed a family." So, you know, fear didn't destroy the family, you did with your ways and your inability to, you know, understand your children. This is coming from someone who, I never saw fear, but experienced this growing up. Parents blamed punk. Parents blamed NoFX, Bad Religion, Dead Kennedys. You know, oh, that music he's listening to, it's so toxic for him. It's making him think bad thoughts. No, it's actually liberating. It feels good to hear someone say that. Anarka, what do you mean it feels good to hear someone say, "We destroy the family"? Let's think about it. If you're coming from a household that's just not your buzz, or, you know, your parents are too controlling, or they're just a bunch of fucking squares who don't understand who you are. If you're coming from a household where you just don't feel the love, you don't feel that connection, you don't feel that American dream, if you don't feel that heart there, then obviously not in a you know, literal sense. You don't want to take it. You're not gonna take a gun and shoot your mother. You're not gonna do that. But metaphorically, it feels liberating to hear someone say, "We destroy the family. We destroy what's hurting so much." It feels it's just a form of expression. Now I know there's some. You're gonna say, well, some kids would actually steal money from their mother's purse, buy a gun, shoot, you know, destroy the family. Some kids would actually do that. Well, yeah, I know some kids would, but it's not the music. Well, the music pushed them over the edge to do it. They wouldn't have done it beforehand. Nah, I can't really say that, because eventually, at some point, people will just snap. If fear and "we destroyed a family" didn't cause your kid to do it, you know, if that wouldn't have been it, something else would have done it. And it's not the music that initiates it. It's not the music that. It's something homegrown. It's something wrong with the kid in general. It's something wrong in the life. It's something wrong with the parenting structure or along those lines. It's what it always boils fucking down to. But so many stupid people out there just want to blame the music. When you blame the music, get the music banned, you get the movies banned, the cinema banned, the porn banned. When you ban all the bad stuff you're always against, and your kids keep having problems afterwards, what the fuck are you gonna do? Ban oxygen so they stop breathing and you don't have to deal with them no more? Fucking dumbasses.
It should be noted that all this activity is incited by music.
No, it's not.
That's another thing that frightens parents. In fact, this is a local band called Fear.
Okay, it's not incited by music. Yeah, you know, the music can definitely help the kids express, but what would you rather the kids do? Paint their head, like shave their fucking heads, get a mohawk, dress a certain way, leave the football team, you know, stop swimming, or, you know, stop doing all that boring ass shit. Go to this concert where they're just dancing. You don't see, no one's being arrested. You know, might get a bloodied lip, but it's just expression. Would you rather them be doing this or maybe snorting a line of coke and beating the shit out of you or something like that? Because, you know, it's just a way to vent yourself. That's what punk rock is. It's a way to express yourself. You know, anarchy music. Good God.
The lyrics are hostile, crude, and the beat is frantic.
I wanted to punch this guy in the face.
This concert cost $850.
$850? Jesus Christ. God damn it.
It's about living in New York.
He's about to explain what I don't care about use about, but I'll just say before Lee Bean does, because the man's a legend. I don't care about use of attire. It's the way society feels about people. You know, you walk down the street in a big city and you see someone homeless or whatever just laying there dying in the street, starving to death. Maybe their wife left them, they lost the job, something like that. They're a fucking Vietnam or a Iraqi war and they just lost everything. And society, I don't care about you. Fuck you. You go die. No one likes you. You know, that's how society is, and that's literally what he's about ready to say.
New York and Philadelphia. About bums laying in snot and puke with flies crawling all over them in the heat of July mornings with 3 or 4 bottles of cheap wine in their gut and the cars running them over and the cops throwing them into the back of the pig wagons with the pitchforks and people rolling them and flies everywhere and drunks on your doorstep and freezing to death in the wintertime. People push in front of the subway, get tuberculosis, millions of queers, just like that. This is real communication. Yeah, if you go see jazz, they just sit there and talk. They don't even understand what's going on the bandstand. At least here, everyone's paying attention. They don't all like it, but they're all listening.
Yeah,
damn right.
At least you feel like you're alive for once.
Exactly. At least you feel like you're alive for once. That's what it's about. Anarchy music, expression. But not last time. Let's have a war. Give gun to the quiz. Let's have a war. In the city, Philadelphia. I can't sing.
You get the feeling that
God.
fear is putting us on. Their music is satire, grotesque satire, but satire nonetheless. That's probably not much comfort for parents if their kids are young, unsophisticated, and take the punk message seriously.
Oh my God. Education in the nation. Oh fuck. No more Playboy? How am I gonna get off with white tears then? Huh? Shit. My wife's like 8,000 miles away from me. Fuck, if they're gonna ban Playboy, what else am I gonna do with my life? Oh no more nothing. Good! No nothing! No what? No more suck-ass philosophy! I love you leaving. Good! There it is! The best line of the whole fucking song. No more nothing. No more stupid fucking parents.
Nah, you. It's a theory of life. It's what you believe in.
Punk rock is something that you dedicate yourself to. Just because we're different.
Wait.
It's a theory.
Stop dressing like a bunch of fucking squares. That's the real problem with all of this. Fear needs to destroy the family. If they're out dressing like this, ugh. I'm not a fashion person, but at least, come on, guys. You're dressing like a bunch of fucking 50s kids.
Theory of life. It's what you believe in.
Punk rock is something that you
Now,
dedicate.
I like her design. I like what she's got going on with the eyeliner and the hair, you know. The hair's kind of but I like the eyeliner. I like what she's got going on. But this dude here, he needs to I don't like his straight shirt.
Dedicate yourself to. Just because we're different, they have a spasm.
What the fuck is up with you, man? Oh boy, what is he doing? He's got the eyeliner, he's got the pitch black hair, and then he's got this grandma sweatshirt on him. What the hell, dude? Like, what kind of drugs are you on? Can I have some? Cause you gotta be on something pretty powerful to wear something like that. To wear that eyeliner, the pitch black hair, the clean shaved face, and then the grandma sweater. Fear, you're not doing a good job of destroying the family. You need to try harder, man.
Attacks. Believe in the anarchy, man. It's gonna
Wait. Someone's got themselves. Oh, son of a bitch! I hate this fucking thing. I went to.
Believe in the anarchy,
Yeah, that dude over there's got a Black Flag shirt on.
man. It's gonna be the way.
Now this dude right here, he knows what the fuck's up. That's what you're supposed to do. That's rip them fucking sides off, shave your head like that, put a Fear logo on your shirt. That might be actually an official shirt with some blood on it, but you know what? The blood's character. That's some. There we go. Finally, someone knows Fear destroyed his family right, and he's in the right place in life. He's doing good.
Understand why some of these kids' parents think something is desperately wrong.
Nice
Or why
mohawk.
They feel frightened and helpless when their kids turn into punks. When we come back, you'll meet a family in crisis where punks and parents.
I'm gonna
crash
die.
in
I'm
suburban
gonna shoot. Oh my fucking god! This dad over here, Farmer Fred, man.
Punk started in England, but it was several years before it made its way into America's suburbs. For American teens and
Punk started in England, but it was several years before it made its way into American suburbs. Alright then. Alright then.
preteens, it was a new discovery. What was once an expression of working-class rage is now prepackaged individuality for teens with a yen for rebellion. Punk may well be dead in London and New York, but it's alive and well in suburbia. Meet the Hodges. Ron Jr., his sister Rhonda, Ron Sr., and Carolyn. They were a happy family who lived a quiet suburban life.
Oh my god.
Ron Jr., 15, was a junior high school football star. Rhonda, 16, was a cheerleader. Now, the kids are punks. And for the Hodges, that's a big problem.
Oh my god. Oh boy. He's got the ear piercing. I thought he had some black lipstick on there. He shaved his eyebrows too. Man, he's a total fucking skinhead. Look at this dude.
They were thinking of putting me in a mental hospital for a while because they figured I didn't want to live here, so they put me in a mental hospital. Thought I was crazy or something. Just because I changed.
The punk movement seems to be totally anti-parent, but especially anti-mother.
You know, my mom never said that. She never said it was anti-mother because, although my mother and I have had our, our take of arguments, I've always respected my mother. I've always had that because, she, as I said earlier, I had a lot of problems growing up with my parents understanding me, but still, yeah, you're stupid, woman. You're dumb.
And of course, it leaves me wondering, well, what did I do? What did I do?
Probably a lot.
When I first got into punk, I was saying, well, I'm not going to become anti-parent. And now I'm really anti-parent. I just changed.
This is a kid that changed from a top athlete and an honor student to a kid that was ready to drop out of school.
Drop out of school? It doesn't sound like your balls have dropped at all, man.
Athletics, doesn't care about anything except maybe listening to the music.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it ran away because,
Oh my god, her fucking cat eyes are just staring at me. Oh! It's just the type of camera they're using, but it really makes her eyes like... She's like staring into my soul right now. I don't know how I feel about that.
Any freedoms or anything.
They cannot just take one drink. They're going to drink to get high.
You're saying that.
Drink to get high?
Well, you've done some drinking.
I've had maybe the equivalent of 1 glass of beer.
Well, you drank a half a bottle of wine before you drove my Cadillac.
When was that?
At the football game.
Oh, well, did Tina tell you that she did too?
You know what? If this was 82, never mind.
No.
See, she did too.
Tina didn't tell me anything. I read it in your own handwriting.
Oh, well, she did too. Now you know that. And her mother's going to.
We knew something was wrong. We didn't know what.
Oh
And
boy.
we had to use every method at our disposal to find out
Okay,
what was
she's
going
just fucking hot. I'm gonna just say I don't like to use the word hot because I don't like that word. She is wow. That girl there. She's nice. I think he might just be fucking stupid, but she is.
on, because it was coming to the position where there was going to be physical violence.
They went through all my stuff to find out if I really did lie. And they found out by reading my diaries. So my advice to everyone else would be don't keep writing.
We did go through
Yeah,
his
they're
diary. I was only able to read a couple pages.
those kids are just kind of fucking stupid though. I mean, she's so beautiful, but they're both kind of stupid.
Before I just felt sick to feel that this is what she has done to me. This is what she's done with my trust. To feel that she could do that to me.
It's like they show us one side. They put on an act for us when they want something. But we found out that they're not like that. And that really does hurt.
We found a letter from one of Ronnie's girlfriends that really set us off. We had the girl's father come over and he read the letter, and the things that they were saying
Look
about
at
what they
that
wanted to
face!
do, getting drunk, swallowing pink hearts, and getting
Pink
high.
Hearts?
Was
He's
an
got his
eye-opener.
fucking smile on his
finally
face.
led us to a clue as to what was going on and why we weren't getting through to them.
They're too overprotective. And they say, you know, how we broke their trust. We never had their trust.
Okay, finally. Okay, I
never
take it back.
trusted.
He's not stupid. He's just yeah, that's. A lot of parents are too overprotective, and it does cause a lot of problems in the household. You can't listen to this. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. And the more you try to imprison your child into a little box and tell them what they can and can't do, and regulate them to that level, the more they're gonna rebel against you. That's to any parent out there. That's speaking from experience.
To us at all. So, we'd just lie anyway. What can it hurt? They're not trusting us anyway.
Yeah, I understand that.
He's been at enough counseling to where somebody's told him that my fixation for him playing football is I'm trying to live my life through him and be the football player through him that I never was, et cetera, which is a lot of BS. Basically, I don't need to go watch him play football. I can go watch anybody play football.
Yeah, but you're old and you can't play it yourself. So yeah, I think you're full of bullshit too, man.
Thing is diminished love. And believe me, we're experiencing it. When you've had so much hate come towards you for such a long time, love diminishes.
Because Armageddon's at last. We'll all go up a nuclear blast. Fight war.
Oh,
Not war.
goddamn.
Fight war. Not war.
That is the cringiest fucking thing I've seen. I don't even know what to say about that. That's dude. I'm not knocking him. He's enjoying himself, but like, gotta put some emotion and angst into that. Man, you gotta sing it like you fucking mean it. Sing it like you're in the band. My war. I am so dead inside. You know what? Maybe his parents are just choking him so bad that that's just how he feels. I mean, I'm not gonna shit on the kid. I'm gonna break this fucking mouse though. That's for sure.
So far, the Hodges haven't found any solutions to their punk problem. Now they're getting professional help. But the kids are still alienated, and the parents are still...
Oh, she's got an original pressing.
No longer a happy
Fuck, I'm
family.
jealous.
And they aren't alone. There are, of course, no figures on the number of punks in Los Angeles. Some say the movement is growing. Some say it's dying. Some say it isn't a movement at all. Maybe it's just a phase these kids are going through.
God
Someday
damn
all
it.
These kids will be happy, well-adjusted adults.
Agent Orange once said it's not a movement, it's just a silly fad. Like a cry for help in a world gone mad. That's a brilliant fucking line by Agent Orange. Check them out.
In the meantime, there's a big question facing a lot of parents and kids. Can the family survive this phase?
No. They can't.
When we come back, you'll meet
Oh my God, her nose!
trying to bridge the gap between punks and parents.
What the fuck is that? Is that Jack Grisham? Oh great, some fucking new wave is coming over this thing. I'm gonna get a copyright strike for that. Hell yeah!
Sometimes parents just can't understand. The kids do strange, violent dances at concerts where they're searched like maximum security prisoners. They may drink or take drugs. Maybe they run away. Maybe they consider a bald head and a swastika t-shirt the height of fashion.
Actually, you stupid son of a bitch,
Strange, violent dances at concerts where they're searched like maximum security prisoners. They may drink or take drugs. Maybe they run away. Maybe they consider a bald head and a swastika t-shirt the height...
Are you fucking stupid? Maybe they consider a bald head and a swastika. Are you stupid? That's a swastika X'd out. Nazi punks, fuck off. Oh my, this narrator does not have a brain in his skull. I seriously know that he just saw that and he's like, hey, I'm gonna just say swastika, that'll ignite people. Nazi punks, fuck off, it's by the dead Kennedys. Wow.
Height of fashion. Some desperate parents turn to family counselor Serena Dank. Punks and parents are her specialty.
People have this vision of groups of parents getting
Okay, she's
together
kind of cute. I mean, for someone who's probably 30.
and trying to stamp out punk, which is not true. Parents of Punkers is a group of people that get together, discuss ways of coping, of understanding,
Yes.
Information, and it also involves the teenagers. It's not just the parents.
Hey, they don't give you 1 ounce of love. If they would even touch you, you know, he'll let me. If I say, Paul, let me hug you or let me kiss you, he will. He'll let me. He doesn't ever return a hug. I mean, you're just hugging a cardboard. He doesn't ever return
What?
a
You
kiss,
just
you know.
called your kid cardboard. You wonder why he resents you so much.
But that's it. I mean, nothing. Nothing.
It was impossible to talk to him for years. He would either
How old is she? These are the parents of teens? She's gotta be in her 50s. I mean, my mom had me when she was like 17 or 18. So it's like she's 40, like 45 now. I'm 25. But that woman's gotta be in her 50s. If that's what parents in their 30s wore their hair like back in the 80s, then holy hell, no wonder there was a punk rock community. Punk rock scene.
sleeping, or he was out, or if I try to talk to him, you can't get through. There's no rational thinking.
From
At
you.
the same time, we allow them to explore a lot because that's...
Now this lady, she looks more like a 30s, maybe late 30s mom. She actually doesn't look like she's 50 or 60 years old. She's not wearing the old lady hair with the old lady glasses. She actually looks like a middle-class mom. Give her that much.
Healthy thing for minds to explore, the curiosity. Unfortunately, by the time she had satisfied her curiosity with punk, she became a punk.
Chetch just didn't
Is that
seem to
Hispanic
care
mama?
about anything and about anyone, and he didn't seem to care about himself. And it just to me seems such a waste.
There he is again.
I mean, we support each other, but we're drained.
There is
We
again.
just haven't been, we're so busy trying to figure out
It's
what
both
we can
of 'em.
do that we have no energy left for each other. We're not blaming each other.
Why did people wear their hair like that in the
We
80s?
at least got enough support from that through the different groups.
Stop.
We still are so drained that
You know what? Okay. All
just put our
fucking
relation on a plateau that is
oh my goodness.
like good friends.
All jokes aside, as I know I've been making fun of the looks of these parents, it is a generational gap. It is a generational thing. You know, each generation's got its new thing it's into, which punk has stayed with us for decades, but sometimes, you know, parents just are incapable of understanding because punk was the new thing. and it's something they're not used to. And, you know, maybe the parents growing up, they were total squares, and they just... You never heard, you know, Minor Threat's album, Out of Step with This World, Out of Step with the Black Sheep. If the parents don't, if they were never black sheeps themselves, then it's a less likely chance that they'll be able to understand it if their children are black sheep. If the parents, you know, growing up in this world, if they just followed, you know, Luz has directed Bad Religion, if they just followed orders and did what they were told and just did what society considers normal, then of course they're not really going to react too well or understand how to cope, or, you know, they're not going to be on the same level with their kids. If their kids have a different genome, if their kids are the black sheep, if the parents originally lacked the understanding, and not to say that parents who originally weren't black, not to say that a parent who wasn't originally a black sheep can't, but it's harder for someone who was never a black sheep or was never one who, god damn it, I suck at this. It's harder for somebody who never had problems fitting in before to understand someone who doesn't fit in. It's hard for them to understand. It's like, it wasn't that hard for me growing up. Why are my children having such a hard time coping with this world? Why are they having so many problems? I never had them, you know? That's just some bit of psychological common sense right there. By the way, I'm not a psychologist. I just said it as a joke earlier. My mouse is gonna piss me off.
Friends, anyway, not necessarily even good friends.
I wish more parents would call me who wanted to know, to understand, even if their child is not into it, to just have some idea of what might happen, what to look for. So that they're not shocked when their kid comes home with green or orange hair.
If that's your only
asked to go to a gig and they don't even know what a gig is.
If that's your only concern about the hair color, and you don't want to actually help the children and the parents get on the same level,
I think that everybody should learn about it because it is something of the 80s, and maybe it'll pass in the 90s, but we're still in the 80s.
hey, it's my girlfriend.
Open their eyes saying, hey, the world's changing. Don't be so narrow-minded. That's what punk's all about.
I left, and then they didn't want me. They didn't want me back because they said I was too out of hand. Or personally,
that right there, he left, and they did want him back because they said he's too out of hand. That's the core problem. Parents failed parenting. You must have done something so wrong that they left the house, and now you're proving that you're a shitty parent by not welcoming your child back and loving them unconditionally and doing all you can to try and understand just why they feel the way they do. Get the fuck out of my house, you wordless punk. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Show them the love.
I'd rather die of nuclear fallout than chemical warfare. Why don't they attack that? Mustard gas, you've turned into a big blister. It's painful. I'd rather die instantly.
She thinks I'm really morbid.
Oh, boy.
Why?
Because I look dead a lot and things like that. Because I keep dead flowers in my bedroom and stuff.
It's just about expression.
So she thinks you're kind of embracing the concept of death.
Yeah.
Are you?
Not really, no.
I don't want to bring another...
Ah, she's cute.
Being another life form into a world that just sucks. This world is terrible.
There are, of course, no final answers or cures to be found in these therapy sessions. They do provide parents with basic information about punk and all its rituals. For the kids, it's a chance...
Rituals? Punk has rituals? Man, I almost wonder what the fuck it would have been like growing up with the original scene and back then. I always say I wish I lived through it, but damn. I really wonder what the hell it would have been like. My mom and my dad, although I don't really know shit about them, I know about my mom at least. She wasn't into punk. She didn't know what the hell it was. Her jam was Metallica, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, you know, that top 40 hits back then, which technically 82, This is Metallica's Kill 'Em All period, so she probably was. She got into Metallica with Master of Puppets, but like Bon Jovi and the Monkees, the oldie stuff that my grandfather was into, AC/DC. That's what my mom's jam was. She never got into punk rock. She didn't even know what the hell it was until I brought it into the house.
Wants to talk with at least one adult who is trying to understand without judging. Dank is not a deprogrammer. She simply tries to get parents and punks to talk together, which may be the first step.
We're all talking about future, and you drop out of school when you're 12 or 13 or 14. How do
You could drop out of school at 12 or 13 or 14 back in 1982? Damn. It's a much harder process nowadays. I mean, I graduated, but shit.
you think you'll get back into it, or how does one get back into it after you drop out?
I used to do really good in school until I stopped going. Just got bored of it. I'd sit in class and stare at the walls. I wouldn't take anything.
Well,
the teacher
schools are
said.
boring.
Test would come around and I wouldn't know what they were talking about.
We had to try to save all the young people, because young people is the future of the country.
I tell him, hey, if I drop dead, you'd walk right over me and go out to your friends.
Does that hurt?
Oh, yeah, it kills me.
She's a cute mom.
You know, your own kid. You know, somebody that you...
Lady, it's as I was saying, you're incapable of understanding something that you've never been a part of. I'm not saying parents have to become punks, but let's pretend I never got into punk. Let's pretend I never knew what the hell it was. If my wife and I ever have a kid, and I never got into punk, let's pretend I was a square like her. My kid comes home with some Black Flag LP. I sit down, I listen to it with him. I'd figure out what it is. That's the first step in it. Talk to him. Sit down with it. Instead of screaming and yelling it and snapping it in half because it's offensive to you, sit down with him. Listen to it with him. Look over the lyrics. Try to understand why your kid's into it and how it speaks to him or her. That's the best start right there to fixing. Well, there's nothing that needs to be necessarily fixed with listening to punk music. There's a lot of really successful people in this world who listen to punk music, but if your kid's having problems, that's the best, absolutely best way to fix the problems they're having is just to talk, understand, be there, love.
Love.
It's been very difficult for me, and I think it's been very difficult for Oliver. Cut up, broken hands.
What?
It's
broken hands?
Difficult for me to speak right now.
After watching this little therapy session, it's important to remember that this is not the first generation to bring parents to tears. Teenagers have always had a special talent for that. And you have to have a special talent.
You know, your own kid.
Difficult for me, and I think it's been very difficult for Oliver. Cut up, broken hands. It's difficult for me to speak right now.
Oh shit, he must have got violent. Well, I've said it a million fucking times as I've been watching this with y'all. It's communication. Seriously, something is seriously wrong with the kid if he's gonna do that to you. Stop blaming the fucking music. You gotta just talk. Understand.
After watching this little therapy session, it's important to remember that this is not the first generation to bring parents to tears. Teenagers have always had a special talent for that. And you have to ask a question. Are these kids troubled because they're punks? Or are they troubled because some teens are always troubled?
That's gonna give me a copyright strike. Oh no 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 no.
The oldest question.
Fuck. That's it.
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
I'm a punk. I'm dissatisfied with your society, man.
Kids, who can
God! No, don't ever say that again.
Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today.
I'm a punk. I'm dissatisfied with your society.
That was so California Surfer right there.
Kids, who can understand anything they say?
It just means individuality.
I'm so drunk, man.
They are disobedient, disrespectful oafs, noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy loafers.
They think I'm...
You know, I don't know whose song that is, and I hope I don't get I probably already get like 4 copyright strikes in this video. But I just want to say, those opinions, I mean, I'm thinking that might be satire. But those opinions, though, that the artist is speaking, if that doesn't ring a bell as to why kids might react the way they do, maybe you should just listen to yourself and how you talk to kids, how you treat kids. You know, there's always no son or daughter says, "Fuck you, mom, you fucking bitch." No son or daughter says that out of randomness. It comes from something. It builds up over time.
Like going crazy or something.
While we're on the subject, kids, you can talk and talk till your face is blue.
I think they're more worried about the car. They're all, you didn't get the car back too, like you said, you know. It's like that. It's not really me. I guess they think I could handle myself.
Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way?
Yeah, it's satire. Yeah, it's satire. I should let him finish. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? Yeah. He just summed it up right there.
What's the matter with kids today? I've got you.
Every generation asks the same question, and the answer is always the same. Parents worried when Bobby Sox teens swooned over Frank Sinatra. They worried when a greasy-haired hillbilly brought rock and roll to the kids. They worried when the Beatles
No.
to new heights.
Don't play the Beatles. Don't play the Beatles.
In all that time, it is that kids grow up and subcultures die. Punk, too, will fade away.
I think at this point...
For a fucking moment, I was like, do not play the Beatles. Do not play the Beatles. I do not want a copyright strike.
I've seen everything. I don't get shocked by anything. I'm concerned continually. I'm very concerned. I think that's another reason why I hang in there, is I want to see these kids survive this so-called phase.
I used to fight a lot. I used to just go off and beat the shit out of someone for no reason, just, you know, leave them there half dead. But, you know, I kind of grew up about that, and I see now that's like really dumb.
I'm gonna be an artist. I don't know if I'm gonna go to art school or anything.
Beauty school dropout.
At the moment, I'm a model for hair.
I'd like to graduate from high school and then go into law school and pursue a future in that.
My name is Todd, and eventually I hope to go into business.
I like the way I am right now. It's my style, just the way I am. And nothing's gonna change it until I want to.
Dude, leaving!
Okay, it's time to go. He was about to crunch salute yous. Sure.
Alright, that's the end of it.
You got beers coming out, and I'll bring it on the side.
Hello. That mic ain't working. Greetings, friends. What have you mooks been doing since the last time we saw you? The same
Mooks?
shit, I bet.
Ving, what's a mook? Okay.
You give a no one's offended, right?
Hey, there's a big loogie in my beer. How could that
Alright, so yeah, that was I don't know why I just threw my microphone halfway across the room. We Destroyed a Family, Punks vs. Parent 1982. It's a good old documentary. I think I've seen it before. I'm pretty sure I have, but if not, I have now. And I hope you like my commentary on this. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. Let's go down into the description below. What to look for. It's a disease. Like it's a disease. Maybe it's just a phase and these kids are going through. Nope, still doing it in my 50s. Yeah. Pedo punks? What the fuck? Look out, it's not a trend, evidently. Yeah. Like I said, any parent watching this, which you don't need to take my fucking advice from me, but, you know, communication, understanding, unconditional love, empathy, just at the bare basic, communication and understanding. That's the best way to deal with the problems in the household. We destroy the family, yeah, communication and understanding. That's the best way to deal with things like that. I'm Anarka Akaza. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe for more. Hit up on Patreon to help me out. And Asfadonia.